Justin here. NXT is gonna start in 10, 11 minutes. I'll be back. Big NXT tonight. Mariah May. They're not gonna call her Mariah May, but she'll get a new name. Hopefully she gets to keep Mariah, but I'll be back. I gotta go downstairs, eat something quick, and I'll be back.
Alex understood where podcasting was going. We're trying to make women feel respected and heard. I'm just getting started.
That is crazy. I've never seen anything like this object on the roadshow, and I've been doing it 21 years.
That's unbelievable. Hey y'all, Kim Gravel here. I've been a busy bee recording the Kim Gravel Show. You can watch free on the QVC Plus and HSN Plus app. We've got some pretty amazing guests. I have so much to say. The Kim Gravel Show on QVC Plus and HSN Plus. Download the free TV app now.
Perhaps they are stunning.
Big time pleasure. Had a Don on to speak about multiple topics.
Multiple topics, the most important, everyone wants to know.
The accountant is back, but this time he brought his brother.
It's been a minute.
Do you like puzzles?
We do the talking. Guess I hit him harder than I thought.
The Accountant 2, rated R.
Yes, right? Act right there and get my walk. Now act right. Portal to your eyesight. Watch out on Amazon Kids Plus.
Alex understood where podcasting was going. We're trying to make women feel respected and heard. I'm just getting started.
Let's see, what time is it? It's 2 minutes. Let's get on cable. 2 minutes from NXT.
None of us make it very far alone. It takes a team. A community that writes off no one and believes in the potential of everyone. Having a team like that changes the game.
Hey, what's up? This is Ladder Coffee, and I'm taking over NFL Network for the day.
McConkey with a grab, and McConkey to the races. Touchdown!
I'm showcasing the games and show.
1 minute. 1 minute away from NXT. 1 minute.
That's my team out there.
If our network goes down, lives are at stake.
Our comms have to work.
Or the mission won't.
That's why.
It's time for NXT, and I'm playing this video game. But it only takes like 2 minutes. What is this game called? So something survival and zombies. I just started playing it like on Friday. So NXT, here we go. NXT time, everybody. Kick off the show. I say kick it off with Mariah May. Let her wrestle. Let her have her debut.
I pulled off the most shocking moment in NXT history. All is right in the universe because fatal influence is on top of where we belong.
Hi, sweet cheeks. I'm Lady Reed. I was gonna wait my turn, but then I realized you.
So this woman last Tuesday interrupted JC Jane Laney something. I don't know where the hell she came from, but I never saw her before. Then the lights went out. Mariah May made her debut. It was great.
I have finally arrived! You can call me the next NXT Women's
I guess Mariah May took a big pay cut to leave AEW. That's what I heard. And Trick defended the NXT title last Tuesday against Santana.
I'm gonna be the one that's gonna take the TNA World Title from you. I fight for the legacy of TNA. I fight for every person who's ever stepped foot in the TNA ring. Rick Wayne has been on the ropes on more than one occasion. Santana getting so close he can taste the gold.
20 years TNA has been looking for the D1. And they found that man.
Rick might need to regroup, bail it out.
Damn it, it's Trick Williams.
Don't touch him, Elijah. But that's what Trick wants right now. Hey, what's KC tomorrow? AJ Francis.
Yeah, stupid AJ Francis returned. He used to be in Hit was he in Hit Row? And then he did the botch on SmackDown. That horrible botch.
Welcome to NXT on the CW. Presented by Woodruff.
So get it over with. I'm playing this game, and I know I'm about to die, but
In Orlando, Florida, inside
they're not killing me yet.
the center, and there you see.
Survival and zombie.
But who can Tony D'Angelo trust?
Just get it over with.
Luca Crusafina as they team here live tonight. And there is the ruler. Set to defend.
Oh, Obafemi attacked in the NXT parking lot. Obafemi attacked outside. Just got his head stomped into a car. Jasper Troy. Holy shit. Put Obafemi through a windshield. Jasper Troy is not fucking around. He put Oba through a windshield in the parking lot. So of course I lose. Time to quit for now. It's called Puzzles and Survival. NXT North American title match right now. Kicking it off. Ethan Page and what's his name? Sean Legacy. Sean Legacy from Evolve. Sean Legacy is very good. Share the video, give me thumbs up, I would appreciate it. What's up, Alex Johnson? How you been? Did you watch Worlds Collide? Did you watch Money in the Bank? Did you watch Raw? Gunther's the new world champ. Sean Legacy. Sean Legacy is an indie guy, but maybe he's under WWE ID contract. I don't know, but Sean Legacy getting a huge opportunity, getting a fucking title match on NXT. Looks like a young Buddy Murphy for the North American title. Ethan Page, Sean Legacy. Let's go, Sean Legacy.
I spoke to Sean Legacy at length earlier in the day, and he told me it was a long journey to arrive at this point. Legacy adored the sports entertainment, the pro wrestling business as a child, was actually bullied for his love of it. The only guy who had Legacy's back was his older brother, who he tragically lost several years later. Legacy said it's about preserving his brother's memory while carving his own legacy in this game they love.
So again, guys, give me thumbs up. I would appreciate it. Alex brought up Liv. Liv Morgan cuts the best promos of her career last night on Raw. She destroyed Nikki. I will say that. That was awesome to see. Liv took out Nikki Bella. That was awesome, but that was last night. Let's focus on NXT, everybody. Watch NXT, support them.
you to know that Obafemi has been taken to
Support Alla Wrestling.
was supposed to defend this championship tonight. The matchup is still on.
Said don't support XPW. They suck. If they ever come back. XPW absolutely deserves no fans. They suck.
Well, that championship match still to come as a cover. Casey doing his best shot to get that left shoulder up. But Graves, does Legacy need to stay with what brought him to this moment, or does he need to pull some tricks out here today?
Listen, I agree with you. Stick with what brought you to the dance. There's a very high likelihood, knowing how ego Ethan Page, that Page is...
Ethan Page, side headlock. He will not let it go. Cranking it. I'm going to tweet a little bit.
I can't agree more when it comes to Ethan Page, who, like him or not, has done so much here in NXT. Last surrounding the North American title, Ricky Sainz for one, the 3 men he faced this past Saturday in Los Angeles. Graves, just how special was Worlds Collide? I don't know that I can accurately put it into words. It's available still on YouTube.
Sean Legacy got out of the headlock, and my God, he's quick. He's good, man. Big drop kick to Ethan. He goes out to the floor. Sean Legacy on fire. Sean Legacy is hyped up. He's ready.
Tonight's episode of NXT is presented
Picture in picture, and is the NBA Finals tonight? No, it's not. It's probably tomorrow. But I don't really give a damn who wins the finals. I don't care. My team's not in it. But I predict anyways Oklahoma City Thunder will win the NBA title. Let's go to my Brewers.
No matter what does she bring for you? Something with chocolate.
0-0.
And they just keep getting better. Yeah, those are good right there. Can't go wrong. 1-1 to Freelick is high. Apparently there was a rhubarb pie or crumble that was in
Heard your
I didn't know whose it was, so I was a little nervous.
your favorite Alex, Caitlin Clark got injured. I think she's still injured. Stanley Cup Finals, is that on?
There was
No.
the spatula that I borrowed and used. I think just go in there with like a claws to clean.
What channel would the Stanley Cup Finals be on? ESPN or TNT? I don't know.
But it was a Christine special.
Yeah.
Freelick trying to get on to start this inning against Holmes. And he will. Lead off walk. Starts the second inning. And Holmes will walk a guy.
To go to college.
I have 4 kids, and I want.
It's a picture-in-picture still on NXT. The North American title's on the line. Ethan Page is defending against Sean Legacy from Evolve, from the Indies. When it's still a commercial, I gotta do something. I use this a ton. It's part of my work. Anyways, I gotta take this off. So mini chainsaw, I gotta get it off because the goddamn chain fell off earlier. I gotta put it back on.
Two is high. Buggy whipping is a Gant line?
Yeah. Well, he probably didn't make it up, but
He may have.
he used it a lot, back in the day.
Toss to first, and back is Freelick.
I mean, you get it, right? Really quick bat like you're whipping. From a buggy?
Yeah, I get it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Jeez, come on,
His hands go
Screw.
first, and then the bat just follows through.
Yeah.
1-2 on the ground. Tough play. There's one, and that's two. Wow, that is a quick turn from Allen at second base.
In and out of the glove.
Ethan Page relishes the opportunity to steal smiles.
NXT's back. North American title on the line. Ethan Page just defended at Worlds Collide on Saturday. Big missile drop kick by Sean Legacy. Legacy chance. As I said, let's go Sean Legacy. I want him to win.
Weeks ago, and this is his moment. He talked about wanting to do it for his brother, do it for his family, do it to start building Sean Legacy graves. This is that moment for this man. Sean Legacy competes with a massive chip on his shoulder every time the bell rings, as we're seeing here. Champion turned inside out, challenger now is feeling it. He's rocking, he's rolling, but he's got it. Keep his foot on the gas.
All right there, Sean Legacy looks like he's about to close in on that moment that we was talking about earlier. Got on gas.
Right across the ear. Is this enough? Legacy falls into the cover. Page getting that right shoulder up. Well, Ethan Page, Graves, you talk about weathering storms. You talk about pushing through. Sean Legacy also weathered a storm. Sean Legacy now has found that second gear. But he's in deep waters, and I would say he's never been in a matchup this long with the caliber of Ethan Page.
History has taught us that you can never bet against all ego.
Come on, Sean Legacy.
Superstars in the business today. Look at the power of the challenger.
They've been looking for shambles. It was countered, though, by Page. Page, oh! Wow! Big kick in his own right. Trying to hoist up Legacy. They've been looking for the ego's edge. Countered.
Thanks for telling me, Alex. NXT is back.
Hoisted him. Now you got a chop, and he did it.
Nice move. I don't know what that was. He picked him up. It was like a reverse DDT. Scorpion Death drop, but he sat down with Ethan. But Ethan, I don't think Ethan will lose. I don't see it. But I said last night I didn't see Jey Uso losing, and look what happened. He lost. That was shocking. Pretty surprising.
Page to regroup. Corey, listen to the NXT universe.
Listen, if Legacy can use the adulation of the audience.
Dropped. Oh my goodness. Backbreaker on top of the top turnbuckle. Just dropped him on it. So got wood and shit on the fucking shorts. Power, he wants some power bomb Sean Legacy through the announce table. He counters. Ethan into the ring post. It's probably gonna be a double count out or something. Or it's gonna be a Legacy dives on the back of Ethan. Get him in. Get back in there, man. Legacy might do it. That'd be very awesome. Oh no. Missed a 450. Twist of fate by the champ. It's over. Ethan Page still the champ. He wins it. What do you think, Alex? You like Ethan winning? I expected it. I'm not upset. I expected Ethan Page to win. Ricky's back. Ricky Saints. Hell yeah. Get him. Go after him. To the entrance, to the back. Cameras, follow them. Now we go to the women. Ava and Fatal Influence.
Right. And since Fatal Influence is going to be the top for a very
JC Jane looking great with the title. Jasmine Nix, good God.
Yeah, you see what I'm talking about? I do. And, you know, we started to when Fallon was the Women's North American Champion, but then she lost it. And Jasmine, maybe one day she'll even be champion. But for now, I'm the champion. And I need to know what's going on with our division. Right. And this one. What? What do you want?
Who is this woman? This redhead.
Because I'm ready for you right now.
Who the hell is she? Where'd she come from?
I see what you're trying to do here. You're trying to take a page out of the JC Jane playbook.
Who is this woman? Anybody know?
Well, I guess.
Do you know Alex? Who is she? Slapping JC Jane twice. Slaps her.
Do it now. Yeah. Give me Laney tonight.
Laney somebody.
Title on the line against that little bitch. Done.
JC says I'm gonna put the title on the line against a little bitch. What's her name? Laney something. I forget. Where'd she come from? Evolve? I never saw her wrestle. I didn't see her in Evolve much. Or at all. I don't remember her. You said she's Laney Reed is from Evolve. I didn't remember her. She was not memorable. I totally forgot. If I did see her wrestle, I forgot. She's not memorable. She didn't leave an impact on me. But yeah, I guess she's caught up. Good for her. Part of the NXT Women's Division, Laney Reed. I hope she's good in the ring. If she's not good in the ring, get rid of her. We don't need women that cannot wrestle.
Even though you would think
those days are dead and over. It's not the Attitude Era. We want women that can work. Sable could not work. Sable could not wrestle. But she was super over. I was a fan of her. She was, I thought she was hot as hell. But I'll admit, I thought Sunny was a lot hotter.
Brewers have going into each and every.
Who's there watching? I appreciate it. Whoever gave me a thumbs up, I appreciate it. Let's enjoy NXT.
Charlie Green.
But it's on a break now, so during breaks I watch sports.
88. He knows catching, that's for sure. And it's changed a lot over the years.
Swinging and miss. Also had a good one to hit. Too.
I would imagine not too many guys that know this offense any better than William.
It's not easy for this stupid chain back on the mini chainsaw. It's not easy. It's annoying.
Swinging and miss. Pull the string of the sliders. Back-to-back Ks.
It's 0-0. You from Georgia, Alex? I believe you're from Georgia. Are you a Braves fan? Are you a baseball fan or no? Atlanta Braves, Milwaukee Brewers.
Ground ball out so far.
Yeah.
The fielder's choice in the first inning by this man Ozuna. Swing and miss. Slider is on point though. That is a good pitch tonight.
Yeah, it's a very quick, sharp break. Keeping it a pretty good spot down in the way to these right-handers.
It's fouled away on the sinker at 95. That slider means not just lip service here. There's some proof in it.
It's thrown 15 of them, 10 of them for strikes, and the Braves have swung and missed at half of those strikes.
0-2 Ozuna. It's down and away. Tried the slider again and missed. So that stat that we just read is now 16 total pitches with 10 strikes. We're not going to keep updating it, but just in case you're curious. 1-2. The cutter for Priester is the one that's been up in the zone the most.
Yeah, just like that last one. You got to keep throwing it. You got to get a feel for it. That's one of those.
Let's go back to NXT. You're from Georgia and you are an Atlanta Braves fan. You're Soruka Zaria from TikTok video. Lash Legends there in the video.
Because that little string here on the Oompa has been bossing him around, okay? I can make his own moves just like me. And let's believe there's a champion in town, so you know I gotta go get that title, okay?
Lash, I'm sick and tired of things.
So Red Sinclair also there, and Carmen Petrovich and Kalani Jordan also here. They're arguing. Shocker.
Do and say whatever you want.
They're always arguing backstage, the women.
You gotta let your girl know Hodge is the last thing that she got to worry about.
Ooh, I'll listen to her. You got this.
Now we get Sean Spears. Yeah, last night your Braves beat the hell out of my Brewers. They destroyed them. I think it's 7-1. But tonight is game 2. Braves and Brewers. Braves left Milwaukee to go to Atlanta. You're so ready for Mariah May. Me too. I hope she wrestles. Hope she debuts in the ring.
He drops the ball, the Hank taking breaks at Battleground. Hear the calling. We're supposed to purge
I like Izzy Dane. Are you a fan of Izzy Dane? Anybody? Fan of Izzy Dane here.
You saw something developing
I think she has a lot of talent.
Absolutely brilliant. And that's the kind of person I knew you'd become, Is.
Individuals think they're bigger than their group all across NXT. That will not be us.
You eliminated Brooks for us. Thank you.
He had to go. It is what it is.
Now we have a new beginning. But with the same goals. And now we know what's next tonight. Against Briggs and Inamura. Is there anything else you see?
I have my eye on something.
Izzy Dane says, I have my eye on something. Here comes Izzy Dane to wrestle, I think. She's, maybe not, I don't know if she's wrestling, but she's coming to the ring for Sean Spears and some other guy. Nico Vance is the other guy. I would rather see Izzy Dane wrestle. I definitely would rather see Izzy Dane. I'm almost done this screw to fix my mini chainsaw.
Maybe ask Nico Vance. These three are a cohesive unit. I'm not entirely sure who's calling the shots, but one thing that's undeniable is the dangerous.
I think it's tight enough. Inamura's back. He returned 1 or 2 weeks ago from Japan. Inamura, Josh Briggs, tag team action.
Looking for a big victory here this week on NXT, but also take on the flip side.
I think it's pretty tight, that chain. Look at Psycho Clown, Octagon Jr. in the house, in the crowd. They had a really good showing Saturday. What's up, Adam? Hope you guys had a good Tuesday. Hope you had a good Tuesday, Adam. And Alex. Alex was here first. For once. Yeah, Alex was here first. Before you. Sorry for the late response. It's okay if you don't gotta be here every show if you're not available. Anybody's available and you're in the chat, awesome. I thank you. That's awesome. But if somebody can't make it, that's okay. You were doing research for your final project and emailing. Again, if anybody's busy, you don't gotta come here. You don't gotta be here if you don't want to. I understand. If you're busy, I'll be here anyways. Without anybody watching or in the chat, I'll still be here. Big chops by Inamura. Finally, I know the guy's name. I remember it. I'm not going to call him Japanese guy anymore. It's Inamura. Double body slam by Josh Briggs Inamura. Inamura is tough. He reminds me of Masato Tanaka. And my God, Masato Tanaka was so fucking tough. So tough. Chair shots he took. Good God. I think he's still wrestling, Masato Tanaka. I believe he's only like 53 or something. He's not very old. Sean Spears, Josh Briggs. And, for a cult leader, Sean Spears, you're not very good. You always lose. Izzy with a chair. Izzy throws a chair at Josh and distracted him.
Talking about what she says she may have one up her sleeve. Was that it?
I don't necessarily know if it was with Booker. Are you buying what Izzy said that Brooks wasn't fully committed?
Izzy Dane is very impressive. Big, tall woman. Not bad in the ring either. She came from volleyball. She's pretty good as a wrestler.
She said she needed to set an example. Spears trusted Izzy's decision.
I wanted to look up Masato Tanaka's age.
I like this kid, Nico Vance, man. Seems like he's bought into the poly.
Violence behind the silence. Nico Vance, there's something unsettling about this guy. You can see it in his eyes. They should have done on a t-shirt. They don't pay me enough for that.
I'm gonna guess he's like 53.
Chrome of his head? Or did he use his shoulder? I call it a chrome. You see the size of that thing, and now Spears on a track it in. Now they're just mocking. They're turning this in to have a little bit of fun, and we'll see if it bites them. As this one goes on, Spears, I don't know if he wants to talk some trash and Briggs trying to fire back.
We know that Sean Spears is extremely well versed in the mental aspect of this game.
Tag to Inamura. He's in. He's on fire.
And he's the size of a truck as Inamura.
No doubt about it. Moves like someone half this size.
Masato Tanaka, 52 years old. I was 1 year off. 52.
Vance made the tag. I'm not sure if Inamura is aware.
I think Briggs just made the tag on the other side. And Briggs just dropped Spears. I don't necessarily know. Briggs don't give a damn. I think he didn't see it. There's a splash.
I got Josh Briggs and Inamura here. I got winning.
Wasted a whole lot of time
Big man headed up top.
But with Izzy Dane in their corner, maybe Sean Spears wins his team.
To the top. Oh, and Nico hoisted up. Look at the strength on Nico.
Nico Vance with a dominator. Come on. They lose. Josh Briggs and Amora lose.
Briggs got a little carried away, took a little too much time, and was driven down face first by Vance. Early, they're calling the W. They tag team. The culling purges the weak, slaughters the feeble.
Izzy Dane, my goodness. Keep the camera on her.
Well, get ready because
The glamour has arrived. Mariah. Recap, I guess. They're going to just show last week of her debuting. She's not going to appear again? Come on. The one Tuesday last week, I didn't do a live reaction. I missed Mariah May live. I missed it, and now she's not going to appear. They're going to just show a video package. Come on. I want to see her up here. Or at least do a backstage interview.
That's a strike. It's 1-2. It's been there a couple times.
It's a backdoor breaking ball that very rarely is a strike, and it's never on the plate.
That's chopped foul.
So we'll go back to it again.
Check the swing, and he went. Third base umpire Mike Malinsky on the call. That's another strikeout for Holmes.
Yeah, he did.
Well, my Brewers somehow scored. I didn't see it.
First inning.
Let's test this out. Make sure it works.
As you up there, you feel like bad, right?
And looks at strike two at the bottom of the zone. 24 pitches in the inning for Holmes.
Good God, Holmes, you got a mullet. Curly mullet on this Braves pitcher. I've never seen a mullet that curly. Good God. Good God, man. You're living in the 80s. That mullet. Maybe it's not a mullet, but it's a long curly hair.
Over the plate. Ends up striking out 3 in the inning, but Jackson Churriel goes to straightaway center field. His 11th home run of the season.
Jackson hit a 2-run homer. Let's go back to NXT. Can't miss the glamour. Mariah May. Again, they're not going to call her Mariah May. They're not allowed to. But I hope she keeps the Mariah name. And I hope it's not just a lazy recap of last week. Don't be a lazy recap. You're 30 seconds ahead of me.
Mexico City Saturday, 4 p.m. Eastern.
I can't go back or forward. I can't rewind or fast forward.
What were you thinking? What were you thinking going out there and jumping Ethan like that? You don't remember when we all talked? I told you guys I'm not going to let you keep running around, ruining my show? See?
Ricky, why does he have tape on his neck?
On your neck? You can't even talk.
So it's a storyline injury, I guess.
Let me handle this, okay? Go home.
Ava in a see-through shirt.
Don't want to see you again.
Good God.
Cleared. After being attacked by his challenger, Jasper Troy, for tonight in our main event, I'm standing outside a medical where I tried to get a word from the NXT champion, Obafemi, but he is still in a medical examination.
Obafemi
As
is
of right now, the title
put
match
through a
between
windshield.
Jasper Troy and Obafemi is still on, but the match seems like it is in jeopardy.
What's going on? Chase you.
You were right.
Andre Chase.
That was a freaking bad idea. I mean, there was 4 of them. I don't even know what we were thinking, man.
So now you guys understand. It took you guys getting your asses kicked again to fully understand. If we're gonna do this, let me finish. If we're gonna do this, we have to do it my way, the right way.
I love that. What does that mean?
For starters, show up on time.
Okay, get a watch. Yeah.
Follow the rules.
Okay, yeah.
And follow the direction. Is that too much to ask?
No, it's not. No, we're good. We got that. Same page.
So you're in.
100%.
All the way in.
100%. In there like swimming.
Well, in that case, I think it's time to go back to class.
Class is out.
Chase, you lose the credit.
Someone tell Andre Chase, school is almost out. It's about over. It's like June. It's June 10th, Andre Chase. It's not time to go back to class. School's about to be out. Or it is out. I'm sure for colleges. I don't know. I think they graduate in May. People graduate in May or early June. So it's just sadly, it's just a video package. Oh my God, Mariah May in a bathtub, in a bubble bath. Good God. She looks like $1 million. In a bathtub. Good Lord. Now she's in just a white towel. Picking out dresses. Yeah, I agree, Adam. I love the video package too. Good God, she looks great.
Probably punch you in the face. The glamour doesn't just walk into the spotlight. She's the reason it exists.
She is very, very attractive. She definitely looks like she could be a supermodel. What is she doing? Good Lord. She just pulled her towel off. I thought she was going to flash us. Whoa, she has a new name. I don't like it. She had a black dress on, her lingerie, whatever it was. But her new name is Blake Monroe. Mariah May is a lot better. I think Mariah is her real name. But Blake Monroe, yeah. You say Blake Lively meets, I guess Blake Lively meets Marilyn Monroe. I guess. But that's her real name is Mariah.
Good news, all you hot sauce toting, red pepper flake loving.
Another commercial. I don't mind the new name, Blake Monroe. I'll get used to it, just like Ricky Saints. I don't mind it. Surprised they didn't change Ethan Page's name. Why didn't they change his name? Or Sean Spears. They didn't change his name. Should have let her be Mariah May. I doubt AEW did not own the name. I doubt it. AEW did not own Mariah May. I doubt they copyrighted it. I very much doubt it. I'd put money on it that they did not copyright Mariah May.
Chamoy sauce, that tangy taste explosion.
Blake Monroe. Speaking of Blake Lively, Mariah looks a lot better than Blake Lively. Blake Lively, very good looking, but not as good looking as Mariah.
The doctor,
Oh yeah, they called Taya Valkyrie. That was a stupid name. Taya Valkyrie was Frankie. Yeah, Frankie. Frankie, to me, that's a guy's name. Frankie, I don't know. That's weird. When I hear Frankie, I think of a guy, not a female.
I'm so glad I did. No time.
But I guess some females, could have the name Frankie. That'd be okay, but to me, it sounds like a guy's name.
People and pets. Screw.
Why am I still on CW?
3 balls, 2 strikes.
Is that an Atlanta Brave?
Don't let the Braves score. They can definitely, last night they could score a lot. Don't let them score. Don't let the Braves start scoring.
Reached out and
Oh, nice catch.
another 0. This time a shutdown inning for Quinn Priester despite the double.
Let's check out.
You say 2 for $7.
God, why are they showing a Euros commercial? Arby's, making me hungry. I love Euros. Very good. Anybody ever have a Euro from, I think they started in Greece, Euros are from Greece. Greek food. Where's that other channel? What happened to it? It's missing on my recent channels. Let's go to MLB Network. They got 4 games on at once.
Also, why you don't unnecessarily run into an out. All right, so Royce Lewis isn't hitting for power, but who cares? He's hitting again. And that's what the Twins need. He looks like his old self. So far this month, coming into tonight.
Frankie can be short for Francine. I never heard of that, but okay. I believe you.
From Adolis Garcia, but the Twins get 2 back against the former Twin Tyler Mahle. That's now a 3-2 game. The Giants already with a 1-0 lead on a Willy Adames sac fly. And now top right, big spot here for the Cards. Down 4-0. Nolan Arenado singled his last time up. And he's got 2 at the corners, with the Cardinals trying to get on the board.
Let me get CW's channel so I can go back to it. Lash Legend in the ring. Lash Legend in action. There's, look at the referee, my favorite ref, the blonde. God, is she hot. Blonde referee, good God, my favorite ref. Red Sinclair, Lash Legend. Red Sinclair tells Charlie Dempsey, I got this. Go to the back, I guess. Go backstage.
It's about time you take him to the supermarket.
Jesus, the referee is so attractive. Good God.
My business was about time I get into hers.
Kalani's here. Kalani Jordan's on commentary. And this whole match, I'm going to be distracted by the female ref. Good God. Jesus Christ, is she attractive.
What are the issues between you and Lash?
The thing about Lash is she keeps interrupting me.
Well, Lash looks damn good too, and Red.
Talk loud but say absolutely nothing, and I just don't have time for that.
Big time opportunity for Red Sinclair. If you notice, she told Charlie Dempsey, I need this. You think Red could be going the same route as Miles Bourne?
I kind of look at that, Graves, and it's hard to argue or confront what you're saying.
That's not going to work. Red trying to sunset flip Lash over. Lash is too strong for that. Shotzi did an interview with, today I saw a drop on YouTube. Shotzi was interviewed by Ariel, what's his name? Ariel Helwani did the interview. I started watching part of it, but I didn't get through it.
There's no friends in this business, and I really took that to heart because no one has the best interest in for me except for me.
Shotzi says in part of the clip he shot. Did I retweet it? Oh, Shotzi wants to go to AEW. She says she wants to. Shotzi tweeted she needs to get hired ASAP, mostly for the girl kissing. So she wants to kiss Tony Storm or Mina.
Sister, so to speak, in the locker room?
No, I'm not anyone's sister, especially a little sister. Because I'm a former champion, the standout Kalani Jordan.
Oh, yeah, that's it.
Big splash, cover, kick out. Well, you are a former. You're actually the first women's North American champion. You have been the standout. Lash Legend, though, seemed to have been taught a way that didn't seem right.
Yeah, Shotzi's, I got to listen to this interview during the commercial. Shotzi saying she wants to go to AEW. It would be her top choice, she said, if she goes full-time wrestling position. Maybe she wants to work part-time on the indies. I don't know. I would love to see Shotzi a part of AEW. That'd make me watch whatever she does there. Also, yeah, Tony Khan, you should sign Shotzi and Cora Jade and Gigi Dolan. Sign all three of them. I bet Gigi should go to TNA. I see Gigi going to TNA. Priscilla Kelly, I see going to TNA before AEW. Shotzi also. Why not TNA? So what if they work with WWE? I'd like to see Shotzi in TNA. Or AEW. Red and Lash are on the floor going at it.
No. We need to put some respect on Red Sinclair, man. She's doing a hell of a job. She's doing a hell of a job.
Red Sinclair is a great wrestler. Underrated. Great technical wrestler. Red Sinclair off the top. Lash catches her in a bear hug. What? She drops her. I guess that's her finish. That looked kind of lazy. She flipped her over on her back and dropped her. She looked tired when she did it. But that's her finish, I think. Lash is staring at Kalani.
Time for tonight's NXT Profile, presented by Progressive.
So now we hear from the new redhead, Lainey Reed. I never saw her wrestle before. If I did, I forgot. She's not memorable. She does not have a great look. She looks generic.
I didn't wait to become a rodeo champion or a former record-breaking track athlete.
But she was a hell of an athlete. She's a track athlete. Track and field.
I don't mind kicking my southern hospitality to the
Maybe
side.
she's good in the ring.
Don't let my accent fool
I never saw her
you.
wrestle.
Jessie Jane is still the most beatable champion in WWE.
I know she was on Evolve, but I didn't pay attention to Lonnie Reed. I don't remember seeing her. To me, Lonnie Reed looks like every other. She looks very basic, like not a star. She doesn't have a great look like Gigi Dolan did or Shotzi. They had different, unique looks. Even Cora Jade looked different because she had tattoos and stuff. I'm not trying to bash and put down Lonnie Reed, but she looks generic. She looks like she doesn't look like she's going to be a big star to me. Shotzi should go to TNA, you think? You were distracted by all three women. The Evolve ref. God, I keep forgetting her name, but she is gorgeous. A blonde bombshell referee. I wish they would have her wrestle. I would like to see her wrestle and work, not just be a ref. She's a former dominant boxer. So I'm sure, former boxer, she could be a good wrestler, being a former boxer. Boxers have great, what's the word I'm trying to think of? Great balance and great footwork. So that'd help for wrestling. Trying to think of if any former pro boxers ever became pro wrestlers. I can't think of any that became big stars. But again, boxing, like MMA, you need good footwork and balance. And a lot of MMA guys and women have become good pro wrestlers. A ton of them. Ken Shamrock, Matt Riddle, Brock Lesnar. God, the list goes on and on. Sonya Deville, Lola Vice, again, former fighters that became good wrestlers. The way she could have matches with Killer Kelly, you think would be good? Yeah, that would be. So, yeah, I gotta get my phone and watch that Shotzi interview. I almost shared the whole video of today's Shotzi interview. I almost shared it and posted it on my YouTube posts, but I didn't. I think I'm still on CW.
6 games out of the last 7 since being called up a week ago Sunday and making his debut here at Dyken Park. That we still say 0 for our scores instead of love. If he says it's 2 love at any point, Renee is going to take his microphone away.
Cost him $5?
Yeah.
Chris for Brian, it should be 100.
That's ripped into the corner for Nick Allen. Collins up throwing. Going to be playing second. The throw way off line. Going to be a double for Nick Allen. They had a shot. Collins pulled the throw. Lead off double for Allen.
see that high fastball this time, Allen able.
WWE, they come back.
Yeah.
Are you hopeful that you'll be back? Do you think of that?
I mean, I would love to be back in WWE. I love it was only when I wasn't being used that I was unhappy. But anytime I was being used, good time. Loved the locker room. Loved like everyone I was working for. So yeah, that's just it. I just don't want to go back and not work.
Okay.
Yeah.
You want to be active?
Yes.
Are you open to being full time with someone else?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the indie thing is cool, but you would prefer a home?
Yeah, well, yeah. Like, you know, I love TNA, I love AEW. Like,
You watch them?
yes, yeah, always have.
Do you have a preference?
AEW.
Yeah. Why is
Yeah.
that?
I mean, for so many reasons. I love their freedom. I have a lot of friends there who are doing really awesome things.
So I paused the Shotzi interview. Fatal Influence. JC Jane against Lonnie Reed here. I think JC said I'm going to put the title up against Lonnie Reed here.
So we talk about the brand of opportunity. Corey, this woman made the most.
God, JC Jane looks like a star. Jasmine looks hot as hell. She could be a star. Fallon Henley looks like a star. Lonnie Reed, again, I'm not trying to put her down, not trying to bash her, but Lonnie Reed does not look like a star. But I'm excited to see her work here. Maybe she's good. Maybe she'll impress me. God, Fatal Influence look great. Jasmine, to me, Jasmine Nix is my favorite of the group. Good God. Jesus. But I'm a big fan of JC. She deserves to be champ. It's for the title, right? Isn't it? Yes. Yes. Women's title match. What if Lonnie Reed wins? That'd be more shocking than Gunther. If Lonnie Reed wins, that'd be shocking as hell. If Lonnie Reed wins a title, good God. That'd be shocking. You think Baron Corbin... Oh, Red, you said Red was supposed to land on her stomach, but she went on her back instead. Yeah, the finish looked weird to me, like it was botched. Alex is back. Glad you're back. Who do you guys got? Lonnie Reed to become and shock the world and become the new NXT Women's Champion, JC Jane. If JC Jane loses, I will delete my YouTube channel. That's how sure I am she will not. JC will win. So JC, you're fighting for my YouTube channel to stay around.
Shoulders down one more time, another kick out, and it was late.
Blake is a tribute. Daffy Duck says hi.
Bold, she's brash, she's got bravado, but you...
Do you watch NXT, Daffy Duck, or are you a troll? I don't know.
I think Booker would agree, but Graves Reed is the unknown, and I think that...
Yeah, rookie. Definitely a rookie.
There's no substitute.
She wrestled on Evolve, I guess, but I never saw her. No, you're just a fan of what? What are you a fan of? If you're not a fan of wrestling, you're a fan of the channel? I don't know what you're trying to say. Oh, mega WWE fan at heart. What does that mean? I don't know what that means. At heart. You like it, you respect it, but you don't watch it? I don't get it. What are you trying to say? JC Jane, my goodness. Look at her. You love it. Okay, I understand. You love it. I love it too. That's why I'm here. I love NXT. Love WWE also. Love the women most of all. I love the women. Love women's wrestling more than the men.
Based on that, Booker, you know Reed has gained some valuable knowledge, but she is going up against not one.
You're definitely Daffy Duck. You're always welcome here because you're a wrestling fan. You're always welcome here. Fatal Influence, taunting the rookie.
Tonight's episode of NXT is presented by Progressive Insurance. Save when you bundle auto, home, and motorcycle insurance. Visit progressive.com.
Yeah, as I said, JC Jane will win. I'm so sure of it. I'll delete my channel if she loses.
And when you bundle them with your home and auto, you can be sure they get the 24 protection data.
Actually, I won't delete my channel. I'm just kidding. I'm not going to delete my channel if she loses.
Do it around here, around these parts, around them.
I hope nobody made a bet. Like, what if friends last night made a bet and said, if Jay loses, I'll shave my head. And Jay actually lost. So you would have to shave your head or something or do something. If you made a bet with someone that you were so sure Jey Uso would win, and look what happened, he lost. So, yeah, according to Alex, you say Blake is a tribute to Mariah's niece, and Monroe's a tribute to Marilyn Monroe. So she must, Mariah May must be a fan of Marilyn Monroe, I guess. She must be. How would you know her niece is... So Blake is a tribute to her niece. Is that her niece's name? I don't know. I don't follow Mariah May's. I wouldn't know that. I don't follow what her relatives are named.
I love your place.
Thanks.
I think once I saw on one of Mariah May's YouTube videos, I think she visited her nieces once on a video.
Did you feed your dog?
So it's picture in picture, the rookie, Lonnie Reed. That's not a good wrestling name. Lonnie Reed. It's not memorable. It's not easy to remember. It's generic. It's not a good name for a wrestler.
Aaron Lundstrom for the ultimate.
JC Jane, great name for a wrestler. Lonnie Reed, not a good name.
Through the first episode. I mean, remember when my hair...
At least, yeah, Lonnie Reed at least isn't called the Ringmaster. Good God, that name was horrible. Horrible. Calling Steve Austin the Ringmaster. That was shit. That was embarrassing. But that was the 90s. My God, you had some horrible gimmicks and horrible gimmick names in the 90s and the 80s. Some god-awful, goofy as hell names for wrestlers in the 80s and 90s. NXT Women's title match is back. Adam wants JC Jane to retain. Look at this leg split. Good God, by JC. JC's having fun, sticking her tongue out. She's having a blast. Big drop kick by Laney. Laney, anybody else think this? Laney kind of looks like Tyler Hendricks. She reminds me of Tyler Hendricks. Her look. But Tyler Hendricks a lot more beautiful, in my opinion. And also Tyler Hendricks is awesome because she follows me on Twitter. And she loves horror movies and she loves wrestling.
And Jane now just calling for Rita.
Fatal Influence, Jasmine, Fallon are laughing at the rookie.
It's about winning. JC Jane knows all about that. She's been here like a safety.
Or also, Laney Reed looks like and reminds me of Isla Dawn. She looks a little bit like Isla Dawn. Mix of Isla Dawn and Tyler Hendricks. Is it Taylor Hendricks? Taylor or Tyler? I forget. Taylor or Tyler? What was that? Blockbuster, but that was sloppy. She missed. She missed that blockbuster. That was not good. But every move, there could be botches in any match. It's not Laney's fault. I would say it was someone's fault if they injure the other wrestler. Then I would say it's their fault. JC's making her look good here. She's making her look good like a credible challenger. Like she might beat her. JC's making her look so good. Atomic drop on a woman. That hardly ever happens. A front atomic drop. Lonnie runs at her, running elbow. Laney's pretty good. She's not bad. Twisting suplex. Kick out. Come on, JC. Come on, JC.
Look at this sizzle here on a Tuesday. So close, and your rock star is in danger.
She's in a fight right now, Vic. She's in a fight for the championship.
Listen, Laney Reed said that JC Jane is the most beatable champion in NXT history, and Reed almost proved herself right.
Let's not forget it was JC Jane who wanted this matchup when she was talking to Ava. Jane charging back in, going up. Nice.
JC head scissors takeover. It's Tyler. It's Tyler Hendricks. Oh my God, that was close. Kick out. That was so close. Few guys, CW's way ahead of mine. I can't do anything about it. But don't spoil who won, or else I'll block you. No spoilers. Fallon distracted her. And she gets a spinning fist, elbow to the face. It's over. 1, 2, 3. Still a champ. JC Jane. So glad she won. JC Jane wins. Not Tyler. Oh, it's Taylor. Yeah, Taylor. Or not Tyler. Oh, God, I keep getting it mixed up.
Knocking off JCJ, but the inexperience of Reed would factor in, as would mental influence on the outside.
Yeah, it meant Hendricks. She looked like Hendricks and Isla Dawn. A little. Who is this? Who's coming out? Mariah? Or Blake? Blake Monroe? Who is that? It's Ava. I did not recognize Ava's music.
I'm gonna decide.
My channel's safe. Yeah.
Because we have the most stacked
Thank you,
women's
JC.
division in the world, I decided that next week there's gonna be 4 singles matches. Whoever advances.
4,
moves on to a
yes.
fatal 4-way.
4 women's matches next Tuesday.
Of that fatal 4-way
So I'll be here
will be
for
the
it.
number 1 contender.
I gotta
and
see
will face
that.
you for the NXT Women's
Blake
Championship.
Monroe's gotta be in one of them. At Evolution. That I know is gonna win. Blake Monroe. It's gotta be. Maybe I'm wrong. They're showing Lash. They're showing Zarya. They showed Kalani's on the floor. Thea Hale. Lola Vice. Jada Parker. Izzy Dane's in the crowd. But what about Blake Monroe? She's got to be part of it. One of the 4 matches. I hope she's a part of it. I don't know. Maybe they'll just put Blake Monroe in a singles match at Evolution 2. Maybe she'll be up against someone else. You know, John likes JC a lot. Every time, yeah. I know that. He always puts her over. She deserves it to be put over.
Edge was the big one, and I was like, would you mind if I did the Razor's Edge? She was like, well, people do it. I was like, yeah, but they don't call it the Razor's Edge.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm not going to do a high cross or...
No, you want to do the Razor's Edge.
It's the Razor's Edge.
Damian Priest is on Cody's
And
podcast.
Doing the drip. And that was a combo because I had to ask him, and then Nash was there as well.
The blood drip?
Yeah, using that in my gear and stuff. When I asked him first, Scott, and then Scott called over Nash, and I was like... But he did it in a way where it was they were teasing me, like... Yeah. I was like, hey, man, would you mind if I used the drip? He was like,
It's awesome to hear Priest talk about Scott Hall.
And he calls him over, and I was like, oh, my God, this is going to backfire so badly.
Priest, part of his gear, the blood drip, is what Scott Hall's gear was. I always thought that. I always thought that when Priest had the blood drip gear, I always thought that has got to be a tribute to Scott Hall because Priest was a big Scott Hall fan.
It doesn't matter. You came back from Japan.
Josh Briggs now backstage with his partner. He's pissed.
You're better than that. I know ya. Well, scoreboard says not really.
AJ Francis is here. He's boring. To me, he's boring as hell.
And this right here is the blessed one.
He is a good talker, but he's boring.
Together, we make up first.
Gunther regained his crown. Yes, he did. It was awesome.
Hey, but don't worry. Those NXT tag team titles are going to look way better on us real soon.
John doesn't review NXT except for PLEs. He can't take Booker T. I guess he can't stand listening to him on Tuesdays.
Over this locker room, back before you even thought about becoming a big star in Noah. And now I'm back to take over this locker room again.
Elias!
Hello, I am Elijah. I know. And if it weren't for you,
Elijah from
TNA would be
TNA.
back in TNA. So why don't you go ahead?
It's awesome. Elias started in NXT and now he's back. But he signed to TNA.
Right now, let the ball back.
JC's finish is Kerry Von Erich, Texas Tornado Punch. Yeah, kind of is. But she does it different. She spins around a bit different.
Business.
Can't believe all those years Kerry Von Erich wrestled with no foot. That's insane. I didn't know that for a long time. I didn't know that. Tony D. The family. Tony D'Angelo. Better not turn on him, Luca. Luca's coming out with Tony D. You better not turn on him and go to Stacks. I bet Stacks is going to run out here. Speaking of, silly, god-awful gimmicks and wrestling names, in the 90s, how, oh my God, Robbie V, early WCW, that was bad. They named Rob Van Dam Robbie V. I don't know who came up with that. Good God. Ole Anderson or whoever the fuck was the booker. I don't know. Maybe Dusty came up with it. I don't know. But God, Rob Van Dam for a very short time. In 93, he was in WCW. It's actually on Peacock. WCW Saturday Night. Robbie V was on a few episodes. God, I could go on forever. I could do a whole show about just god-awful, bad wrestling names that absolutely sucked. Off the top of my head, fucking Oz. They called Kevin Nash Oz. He had a Wizard of Oz gimmick, I guess. He was supposed to be the Oz of Wizard of Oz. That was bad. That's really bad. What were you thinking, Dusty? Good God. Oz was god-awful. Vinny Vegas, that was bad. What else? The Goon, that was shit. That was horrible. Keep mentioning if you guys can think of bad wrestling names that sucked. Put them in the chat for ones I can't think of. James Ellsworth, horrible name. I think that's his real name, but it's a horrible name for a wrestler. Actually, your dad said the Von Erich movie was wrong. It wasn't his entire foot. Well, what was it then? Part of his, I don't know, his toes or what? I thought it was his whole foot that he lost, or up to his ankle. I don't know. It wasn't his whole foot. He only lost his toe. Lost the toe portion of his foot. He still had his ankle. God, but that's hardly a foot anymore if you're up to your ankle. Oh, just the toe portion you meant. That's not that bad to lose your toes, I guess. That's better than not losing the whole foot. Just the toes. Why'd they say on all those documentaries I watched, why'd they say he had his foot amputated, they said? Or he had no foot. Or he had an amputated leg in his boot. Or amputated foot in his boot.
Injured pretty bad, and
I don't know what to believe. I never saw his foot. I don't have pictures of it. Back to my Brewers and Braves. Oh, what a catch.
That is a bummer for Isaac Collins.
Hit it right to the pitcher, and he caught it. And the pitcher's name is Bummer. What the fuck? That is a... speaking of bad, god-awful names, how could your last name be Bummer? My God, you would get bullied a lot if your name was Bummer. In school, you would have got bullied. You know how many jokes you can make? Like, oh, Bummer's here. Bummer's here. What a downer. Bummer's here. Let's leave the room. Could make so many jokes. Having the last name Bummer. And it was spelled B-R-U-M-M-E-R. Bummer. God, I'm so glad I don't have a weird, bad last name. So glad I don't have a name where someone could make fun of you. The dentist gimmick, yeah, that was horrible. God, what a horrible name. Dr. Isaac Yankum, DDS. That was shit.
The Hyundai Tucson. At least the Hyundai Tucson.
What was that wrestler in 95 WWF that dressed up with a giant bill head? He's a giant Buffalo Bill head on his head. What was the name? Oh, Mantar. Mantar. Good God, that was horrible. His name was Mantar. Red Sinclair's on. Let me go back to CW. I don't see her now. They're showing Worlds Collide. I missed her. What was she doing? Backstage? Or are you saying Red Sinclair's a bad wrestling name? Or was she on NXT? I don't know. Mr. Iguana's back in the crowd. Why does he look like Goldust? Seriously, looks like Goldust. But with green and black paint. Mr. Iguana's Goldust. Goldust 2.0. Harlem Heat, here's a parody. Harlem Heat 2000's here with Wes Lee. Harlem Heat 2000. Another bad wrestling name, Big Josh. Big Josh from 1991 WCW. Big Josh became Doink the Clown after he left. Oh my God, you want to know the worst wrestling name of all time? I just thought of it, the worst of all time. The Ding Dongs. The fucking Ding Dongs. A short-lived, they were so bad. Their gimmick was so bad, they only appeared once or twice on WCW TV. They were so bad, they were gone and never appeared again. God, the Ding Dongs was such a stupid gimmick. Horrible gimmick.
What is it about the Don that is so attractive to begin with?
So we got the family here, the Don and Luca against Harlem Heat 2000. Booker should be offended that these guys are are not very good, and definitely not as good as Harlem Heat.
He said, are we even still a family as attackers make?
And again, in this game,
Yeah, to me, the worst wrestling name of all time is the Ding Dongs. Look them up, everybody. Google them. They were horrible. It was just embarrassing that the Ding Dongs existed. It was embarrassing that they were put on TV. Fuck you, Jim Herd. You should never be forgiven for the Ding Dongs. For putting them on TV, you moron. You thought of the gimmick. Jim Herd, you're an idiot. I don't know how you're still alive, but you are. Jim Herd sucked as a booker, or whatever the fuck he was, a president.
Blake Monroe, it's going to become official next week, Book.
Blake Monroe signs her NXT contract next Tuesday. I'll be here. As we get 4 women's matches next Tuesday. Wesley's yelling at Luca. Tony needs you in the corner, Luca. What the hell? Don't get distracted.
That's the Corey's point. These guys are not on the same page. Tyson and Tyreek absolutely are. They've looked extremely impressive since the opening.
Someone, God, here's a list of some bad wrestling names I got. Someone listed 123 Kid. No, 123 Kid, I like that name. That's a good wrestling name. For how he looked, he looked like a kid. I like that name. And he got the name 123 Kid after he defeated Razor. That was shocking. So he's called 123 Kid.
To prove himself.
A lot of bad wrestling names here that I did not think of. I'll read them during the break. What do you guys got? The Family or Harlem Heat 2000? Actually, this team I think is worse than Harlem Heat 2000. I shouldn't call them that. They're actually worse. Luca gets arm dragged over the top, hip tossed, arm dragged, whatever you want to call it, on top of both of them. And yeah, Harlem Heat 2000 was really bad. They did not work well together, but I think they were better than these 2 rookies.
Highly trained techs can replace your windshield right at your home.
But God, Ahmed Johnson was Big T. He looked pregnant, and he kept botching on everybody.
I earned my degree online at Southern New Hampshire University.
Let's check out my Brewers, or it's actually the break. So let me read some of these bad wrestling gimmick names. Again, there's been a million of them that you can find, a ton of them. There's been so many. Good God. You believe Vince's WWE gimmicks in the 90s were mostly blue-collar job gimmicks. Yeah, including a trash man. I guess so. And a plumber. Good God. The plumber. TJ Hopper. Horrible gimmick. Horrible name. You thought I was going to say Shockmaster. That's it's a stupid name, Shockmaster, but not one of the worst. His gimmick was bad, really bad, but not a bad name, I guess. But the Ding Dongs, yeah. The Ding Dongs are named after, after a dessert. That's probably where the fucker Jim Herd got the idea to call him that and put him on TV. And JR on commentary actually buried them. It was hilarious. JR did not like the gimmick. He thought it was shit. JR during their match actually said, this is horrible. This is bad. This is bad because they were botching. And JR was like, good God, this is bad. They're horrible. He actually said that during their match. He's like, they're horrible. Oh, man, that was funny. So here's some more bad names. Oh, Vince McMahon, I bet, came up with this. Shorty G. Shorty G. Horrible. Embarrassing. Skip Sheffield. Skip Sheffield. Before he's Ryback. That's a horrible name. Michael McGillicuddy. Another Nexus guy. Became Curtis Axel. Why didn't you just call him Kurt Hennig Jr.? His name was Joe Hennig. Like, seriously, why didn't he just... They call him Joe Hennig. Braun Breaker. Braun Breaker. Not very good. But he makes it work. Because he's awesome. But Braun Breaker was not good when he debuted his name. But he made it work. Because he's so good. Husky Harris. Good God. That was bad. Husky Harris?
Was on the phone with Luka.
Dewdrop. Dewdrop. Was bad. Bad name.
Because the fact is, High Rise is putting it down on Crucifino at the moment.
Oh, Brutus the Barber Beefcake. His gimmicks were horrible. His names were horrible. The Zodiac. Embarrassing. The Booty Man. What the fuck was the Booty Man? What was he supposed to be? Tag to Tony D. I'll get back to more bad gimmicks and bad names in a minute. Or during the next break. The Booty Man, what the fuck were you? What the hell was that supposed to mean? I don't get it. I don't get what the Booty Man was. Did he want booty? Like, go? Did he want booty? Like, did he want ass? Did he want ass or did he want gold? Booty gold. Treasure gold. I don't get it. Kimberly. Whoa, no! Luca is a crowbar! Put that away, man. Tony caught you. You're going to hit Tony in the back. You're going to take out Tony with a crowbar, you scumbag. You're not family. You're a traitor. You're a scumbag. Now Tony loses. Gets pinned by Tyson. Whatever his name is. Tyson Dixon. That's their tag team name? The High Rise? What is their name? What the hell's their team name? The High Rise? And why is Wesley acting like a manager, not a wrestler anymore? To me, they're still Harlem Heat 2000. Trick with the TNA World title. Trick and A.
Friday at Against All Odds. But I want to talk about your title defense against Mike Santana last week. Some are saying that you needed the help from First Class to get it done.
Well, you know, they try to say that I ain't great when they know that I am. They try to say I don't look good when you know that I look like money. What I'm trying to say, Sarah, is I don't care what nobody has to say, including the loud and proud Mike Santana. Because last week you came out here and said that you made a promise to your daughter. Well, you lied to your daughter's face. Elijah, first of all, get some guitar lessons. Then you need to learn how to squabble. Because we all saw what Trick Williams
Trick
did
is going off.
Now you need help. Now you need backup. Heard you got Yoshi and Briggs to come walk with Elijah. Well, I say that's cool.
Yoshi.
Ever since Trick Williams went Hollywood,
Trick caught Josh Briggs' partner, Yoshi.
Next week, we had a 6-man tag. Yoshi, Briggs, Elijah versus the Trick Williams. And them light-skinned brothers out of First Class. I'm talking about AJ Francis and Casey Navarro. Let's talk about it. And Yoshi and Briggs, since you want to walk with Elijah so bad, next week we're going to dog walk your ass right out of NXT. You already know what time it is. Tricky 2 brands. Now make it look easy.
Well, AJ Francis posted a tweet that he's excited about that 6-man.
Let's talk about it.
Well, there is the challenger. Very confident Jasper Troy started the night by putting
Comes Jasper Troy.
parking lot.
I think Jasper's he's getting Obafemi's getting payback. He's pissed. I would not want a mad Obafemi coming for me. Jasper Troy, you're gonna get a beat down. You're gonna get payback. And payback's a bitch. So check out my Brewers. It's on a break. So back to bad wrestling names and horrible names. God awful wrestling names. If you guys got any, leave them in the chat. If you can think of any that I've not mentioned. You thought that was Corbin's idea. Braun Breaker? I don't know. I don't know who came up with Braun Breaker. Probably Braun himself. I don't remember. Braun Breaker took Braun Strowman's running around the ring, but he uses a spear. Yeah, he kind of did, I guess, but Braun Breaker's a lot quicker than Braun Strowman. Oba's still competing despite, getting put through a damn windshield. But Oba's tough as hell. I am not surprised Obafemi still wants to wrestle and wants revenge. Jasper Troy, impressive, big man, but you're going to get your ass kicked. I hope he does. Yeah, the Shorty G. I mentioned Shorty G. God, it was so bad. Vince, you're an idiot for that. Vince came up with a lot of fucking dumb names. The Dentist, Isaac Yankem, he came up with probably Husky Harris, and he probably came up with Dewdrop. What else here? Let's see more bad names, because I can't think of them all, but God. Brutus Beefcake in WCW was horrible. He had the name The Butcher, The Booty Man, The Zodiac, The Disciple. He was a man of 1,000 gimmicks. Then he was, at one point, they were calling him the man with no name. Seriously. I don't know why. They started calling Brutus Beefcake. In WCW, his name was the man with no name. What the fuck? Why didn't they just call him the Invisible Man? Good God. He was invisible in WCW. Nobody cared about Brutus Beefcake. He was like legit the Invisible Man. No one cared about him. He only was there because he was Hogan's friend. The Yeti. That's a good one. That is so bad. Why is a mummy called the Yeti? Isn't the Yeti like a beast-looking animal? I think that's what a Yeti is. Like a Bigfoot type animal? Is that what a Yeti is? Or no? I don't know if the Yeti's even real. Oh, bases are loaded for the Brewers. You got the game on, Alex? Are you watching it or no? Or are you watching a part of it? Bases are loaded. Strikeout. The Brewers are up 3-1 now.
Sometimes they hang so much they end up.
Oh, good one, Alex. Slapstick. Or not slapstick, slapjack. That was shit. Slapjack and T-Bar. That was so bad. Horrible names. I would have never thought of those, but those were horrible. Retribution, horrible. Stupid name for a group.
Just a 2-run ball game. Still have.
To me, Retribution was like a parody of people looting and rioting on the streets. It was like a parody of that. That was stupid. They shouldn't have done that gimmick. That was dumb, man. It was like trying to copy off real life and people in the news that were doing rioting in 2019 and 2020.
That's one thing to consider.
Come on, Willie. Don't strike out, Willie. Or William Contreras. You have 0 grand slams with the bases loaded. 0 grand slams. Come on, hit one. Right down the middle. You don't swing. NXT's back, I think. Oba, attack him from behind. Come on, Oba. Come out here. Attack him. Don't let him get in the ring. I guess WCW couldn't afford a white-haired Bigfoot costume. Yeah, they should have. That would have been better than a mummy, a giant. That was ridiculous. That was so silly. That was so dumb. That was embarrassing. A 7-foot dude dressed as a mummy. God, that's embarrassing. That didn't even make sense. Like, was the Yeti supposed to be a part of the Dungeon of Doom? I don't get it. He was never in the Dungeon of Doom, the Yeti. He appeared once and never appeared again. He was so bad. The gimmick was so shit. He never appeared again. Here's Oba the champ. Oba Femi. Oh, check out my Brewers. Bases loaded. What happened? A walk? Yeah, he walked in a run. 4-1. If you guys got more, there's another Bastion Booger. That was horrible. That might be the worst. That is up there with the Ding Dongs. That is up there with Ding Dongs. I'm sure I could think of more. Here's one, Bertha Faye. Bertha Faye. Horrible name. Someone on the internet brought up, this is a bad one, but I don't think it's bad, but someone thinks Beulah McGillicuddy was bad. I don't. But Bertha Faye, that name sucked. It's for the NXT title? Seriously? I think. I missed the announcement. Is it for the title? Another rookie getting a title shot.
Change up and Bowers has gone on strikes.
All right, 2 outs. Bases loaded.
He is the NXT champion, Oba!
Oh, this is horrible. I got 2 really bad ones. Really bad wrestling names. 2 of the worst. Butch. Butch. Pete Dunne is Butch. God, that was horrible. That sucked. Pete Dunne is Butch. It is a title match. Thank you. Because I missed the announcement. What the hell? Jasper Troy slams Oba. That was a bad backsplash. He totally missed. Beaver cleavage is so bad. That was horrible. Yeah, I said dude drop earlier. That was shit. Butch was shit. Butch is so bad, and this is really bad. This one. Oh, you said it. Yeah, beaver cleavage. You said it, Alex. That is so bad. Beaver cleavage. That gimmick was stupid. You're supposed to be Leave It to Beaver as a grown adult, I guess. And his gimmick was like he wanted to fuck his mother, I guess. I don't fucking know. But that blonde was supposed to be his mother. Beaver Cleavage's mother, I guess, was that blonde. He was like staring at her cleavage. What the hell was that? An incest gimmick? What the hell was that shit? Vince Russo for that? That's what you get. I bet Vince Russo came up with beaver cleavage. Or Vince McMahon.
Even more damage to the midsection, the ribs, the lower back of the champion. 2 of the biggest in NXT. The big man right there. Hey, guys.
Jasper Troy was part of Team Booker T. He got chopped, but he rose up. Like he's trying to act like The Undertaker. You're not The Undertaker. You never will be. Nobody will be. There's only one Undertaker. Slams Oba, throws him to the turnbuckles, and Oba is shook. Oba Femi's getting beat down here. Oh! Second turnbuckle explodes and breaks. A second rope is broke. Fans are chanting, holy shit, but CW won't allow it, but I will. Second rope is broke, collapsed from Oba Femi, getting slammed against it. They don't need the second rope. The match can keep going. You don't need the second rope. Keep going. Don't stop it. Referees are out here checking on the ropes or the rope. Second rope broke because Oba Femi, I guess, hit it so hard, but that was set up to break.
Get it fixed now.
That definitely was set up somehow. I don't know how they get the ropes to break. I guess they just loosen it a lot. But that was pretty, they already fixed it. They fixed the second rope. They put it back up that quick.
This is why you come to the ballpark.
8th inning, 4-1. We should win this. Here's more bad wrestling names. Someone put down Dolph Ziggler, but I like that name. I don't think it's bad. Oh, this is a bad one. This is a bad one. WCW again. In 2000, Kiwi. His manager actually was Booker T's wife, Sharmell, was Kiwi's manager and valet. Yeah, Kiwi. I wouldn't have thought of Kiwi. Kiwi was bad. Meat! Oh, Meat is worse than Kiwi. Meat is worse, man. Meat is so bad. Meat was, I think, named by PMS. Remember that group? Good God, PMS. That's a bad name for a faction. Terry Reynolds, Jacqueline were PMS. And I guess they were using Meat like a piece of meat. They were using him in the bedroom like a piece of meat. So they just called him Meat. Good God. Meat, oh, he had a horrible run in WWF. At least he got to go to WCW and he was Sean Stasiak. His dad was a wrestler before that. Or his dad had the name Stasiak. Yeah, he's a second generation wrestler, and all you could come up with is let's call him Meat, like he's a male prostitute. That was embarrassing. Drops Obafemi on the apron, back first. Oba's really selling that he's hurt. Jasper splashes him. Jasper Troy, to me, the guy moves very slow. I know he's a rookie, but he moves very slow, like he's awkward. And he looks blown up. Right now, he looks blown up as hell. Obafemi suplexes him. Let's go, Oba. It sounds like a B-list Pee-wee. Yeah. Kiwi. His gimmick was weird. Also, his gimmick was like a rip-off of Adrian Street. Exotic Adrian Street was like Kiwi. Or Kiwi, you could even say Kiwi acted like Goldust a little. Kick out. Come on, Oba, finish him. I know you're hurt, I know you're injured, but come on, Oba. Vince had crazy obsession with incest. Oh, incest gimmick. Yeah, that's what Beaver Cleavage was, I believe. His character had a sick, perverted backstory, I believe. He wanted to bang his mother. Character was too controversial. I believe they had to get rid of it. It was Headbanger Mosh for some reason. It was Beaver Cleavage. Why'd they think that would get over? During the Attitude Era, that wasn't going to get over. Beaver Cleavage, that gimmick sucked. That would have never got over in any era, ever. It was stupid, the character. I'm not talking about the stupid incest part, but I'm talking about his character, how he looked. He looked like a jobber. He was dressed up like a nerd or I don't know what he was supposed to be. Beaver Cleavage, he was supposed to be a ripoff of Leave It to Beaver, I guess. A perverted adult Leave It to Beaver. Horrible gimmick. And he looked like a jobber. Black Hole Slam to Oba. The Jasper's tired as hell. He's And Cross puts his arm over Oba, kicks out. Thank you, Oba. Check out this TNA bag I got, guys, a couple years ago. TNA Wrestling. It's a little backpack.
Jasper Troy continuing to soldier on like a horror movie villain. Big man leaving his feet, 2 knees to the stomach though. Obafemi rising. And now,
Double close, my goodness. Double clothesline. Jasper just almost fell on his head. Through the barricade. Barricade collapses in 3 parts. Good Lord, they're going to tear down the PC. They already broke the second rope. Oba already went through a windshield and now through barricades. Jasper Troy stupidly runs at Oba, gets spine busted, and it's over. Obafemi wins. That was a war. They beat the crap out of each other. What? He kicked out? I thought it was over. That was a 3. That was a 3 count, I thought. Now a pop-up powerbomb. Now it's over. What the hell, ref? Did you botch the 3 count or something? You had to do it over? Same result. Obafemi wins. As he should. The rookie should not have won the title. Jasper Troy is not ready for the world title. They should have left. Oh, this was the main event. Good God, NXT flew. It's over. I want more. Oh, it's over. I'm going to stay here a little bit overtime. I didn't realize that was the main event. I thought there was more. But it made sense. It was a world title match. Of course, that's the main event. But, geez, that NXT flew by. God, that went quick. Guess shows go super quick when you're having fun, and the show went super quick. Time flies when you're having fun. Talking about these bad wrestling names is really fun. This is 9th inning, same score.
His 4th appearance, the left-hander.
So anyways, let's get back to more bad wrestling names. I could probably stay here another hour just talking about bad names. Beaver Cleavage, ECW, brother, sister team, WWEZ. Oh my God. Yeah. That's disturbing. I don't even want to think about it. Paul Burchill and Katie Lee Burchill, Vince or Shane being the father. Oh. Vince or God almighty. That is Vince's idea. Vince or Shane would be the father of Stephanie's baby. What? Why? What the hell? What would that accomplish? What would that do? What would be the point of that? Is a storyline. I don't get it. What the fuck would be the point of that? That Mr. McMahon was a creep and a fucking incest pervert abusive father. I don't get it. Why'd Vince want to... I don't get it. To get heat? What the fuck? He wanted to get heat? He thought he'd get him more heat? Then he'd say, I'm the father, not Triple H. What? I don't get it. I don't get the reasoning. He thought he'd get him more heat, I guess. Why would Vince... God, the crowd would have been outraged. And... God, the crowd would have been so outraged, they would have had to just drop the storyline. I bet. You think Vince mentioned, yeah, he wanted to do it. Wanted to do a Jerry Springer-like storyline. I don't think Jerry Springer show, I don't think he ever had incest people on his show that said, oh, the baby's mine and I'm her brother. I don't know. I didn't fucking watch every Jerry Springer, but maybe he did have sickos that were probably from the South that did incest. Or I wouldn't doubt it. Jerry Springer did any type of show. His show was insane. He had people come on his show that said, I married a horse. Some guy claimed he married a horse. Or, God, he's in love with a horse. That's sick. That's perverted. If you're... God, this conversation's getting dark. If you're in love with the animals, you should get the electric chair. And if you try to harm them, you should get the electric chair and the death penalty. But enough of that talk. Let's get back to bad wrestling names. For anybody, if you abuse animals, you should get the death penalty, in my opinion. God, Stone Cold mentioned, somebody said this. Stone Cold mentioned before the ringmaster, he was given a list of names they wanted to call him. One of them was Chili, I can't believe this is real, Chili McFreeze. What the hell is that supposed to be? A ripoff of Mr. Freeze? I don't get it. The other name was Fang McFrost. Good God. Good Lord, that's horrible. Also, Mankind was supposed to be called something else that was bad. Here's a bad, horrible name. One of the worst. The Red Rooster. God, Vince, what drugs were you on when you named Terry Taylor the Red Rooster? Was that that had to be a rib. That had to be a rib on him. The Red Rooster. Oh my God. That was so bad, embarrassing. I guess he's supposed to be half rooster and half man. That's embarrassing. If I was Terry Taylor, I would have refused to do it and left and quit. He was coming to the ring going like this. That was so bad. God. He was acting like a fucking rooster. That was horrible, even for the 80s. That was bad. The Viking Experience, so bad. God, the Viking Experience is so stupid. Sounds like a ride at Universal. The Viking Experience. Oh boy, I should watch the PETA episode of South Park. I don't have South Park available to watch. I think it's on Paramount, right? I don't have it, so I can't unless it's on YouTube. Oh, Vince is probably. Oh, Vince is on steroids or acid. Yeah, and Quaaludes and LSD and cat tranquilizer, dog tranquilizer, elephant tranquilizers. He was on everything, cocaine or some. He was on everything to come up with the Red Rooster. Like, can you imagine Terry Taylor meeting with Vince and Vince fucking telling him, you're going to be a rooster and act like a rooster. You're going to go to the ring and bop your head up and down and look like a fucking doofus and look like an idiot. You're going to act like a half man and half rooster. God, you had to be on drugs to come up with that. You also had to be on drugs, Vince, to do that singing performance. Stand Back. That was horrible. That's embarrassing. And Vince thought he was actually good. He's trying to dance. God, he was horrible. Stand Back. That was a shit. Oh, I saw this. You guys follow the WWE Vault channel? Do you subscribe to it? WWE Vault. I saw a gimmick and a horrible wrestling name on there today. They showed the video of him. I never heard of him until today. His name was Fur. What was it called? Fur something. Fur. Let me look it up again. Fur Mask or Fur Burr. Or I get he's like half man, half animal. He had fur on his gear. It was horrible. It was God, it was weird. It was in 1991, the year, and it was put out on WWE's Vault. What was his name? Fur something. God, that gimmick was so bad. And the name was so bad. No wonder why he never showed up on TV. I guess they edited him out. His name was Furface. Furface. You know how many jokes some people could have made and called him not Furface. Instead, they could have called him Fuckface. Look at God, he had horrible gear. It's on WWE's Vault. 12 hours ago, they uploaded it. According to the description, this furry warrior, good God. Yeah, and they're trying to have him act like Ultimate Warrior. Kind of. Because he'd attack and then run to the back. Like he's trying to be Ultimate Warrior. This was probably after Warrior got fired. And they thought this Furface would replace Ultimate Warrior, I guess. You see it. Yeah, watch it. It is ridiculous. I watched it earlier. I was left speechless. I was like this. How the hell, who came up with this? What drugs were you on? Probably Vince came up with it. The description, this furry warrior stormed into WWE, attacked some invaders and attacked some evildoers and stormed out before we could learn anything about him. That was a gimmick. Good Lord, it was bad. His gear looked like shit. It looked cheap as hell. Furface is one of the worst wrestling names of all time. And I never heard of him until today. God, whoever thought to upload that, good job, because that was hilarious to watch. And God, when he attacked, all he did was attack heels. He'd run to the ring, attack the heels, and leave. Horrible gimmick. Brewers win, Alex. Brewers win. Braves won last night. But now my Brewers got to win. Tomorrow is the final game.
As opposed to the ground balls and the rest of the bullpen have got it done.
But yeah, tell me what you think, Adam. If or I don't know if you're watching it now, but or if you are watching the Furface video, they got every appearance of Furface. I never heard of the fucker. I don't know who played him. To me, reconnecting, it says I'm back. I don't know if I'm back. Can you hear me? Anybody? Am I back? Can you hear me? Hope I, God, wasn't talking for fucking 5 minutes and nobody.
Putting that home.
To me, it was still running. Didn't say I was disconnected. Am I back? Can you hear me? Let's go back to my channel.
No, la verdad que muy bien, hemos jugado muy bien en equipo y nada, me siento muy contento por todo lo que hemos hecho.
I asked him just about Quinn Priester 6 innings after Uribe adding 2 innings in there, and he said, yeah, it was a good game, feel good about how we're playing together.
So yeah, hopefully I wasn't talking for 5 minutes about Furface and I was cut off, I guess.
Great job as always by Sophia Minner, pulling double.
But I'm back.
Translation as well. Jackson Churio
Said it was reconnecting. It didn't even fucking tell me I was disconnected. Didn't even let me know.
Finding his power swing, Vinny.
Well, Grant Holmes just came into this game hitting 103 against the Flyers. Jackson Churio does not get.
But yeah, about Furface. I thought it was Brutus Beefcake, how he looked, his body. I was like, that must be Brutus playing, God. Brutus, I can't believe you played Furface. If Brutus played Furface, he played the worst gimmicks of all time. With some of the worst wrestling names of all time. Furface! That's horrible. Zodiac, horrible. Booty Man, horrible. Did you watch any of it, Adam? Furface. Did you watch any of it? The video? I wanted to know your thoughts, or tell me on Twitter. You can message me your thoughts. If not yet, well, whenever you watch it, tell me your thoughts. It was bad. When I saw him, I was like, that's Brutus Beefcake, I think. And someone said in a comment about it, they never heard of the gimmick, first time hearing of it, and it's Brutus Beefcake, of course, they said. Everybody, all these longtime fans, another person said same. I never heard of this gimmick, what the hell. Someone else said the craziest vault drop so far. You've only ever seen a picture of Furface in 40 plus years of a non-stop fandom. It's cool that they used the name that the fans gave him because they said they recall it was Brutus. Brutus was supposed to be called either the Avenger or the Marine or Minor. What? Those are horrible names. The Avenger's okay, but the Mariner? That's bad. Yeah, everybody's saying it's Brutus Beefcake was the fur face. Or fur face. More like fuck face. Horrible gimmick. Vince, if you thought that, you were on drugs. And God, when he came out and attacked, again, he's shaking his arm. He had fur up his, he had fur gear on his whole arm, and he was shaking it. It was horrible. It was so bad, it was funny. And the crowds in 91, why were you cheering? When he attacked the heels, they started cheering. I yelled at the TV, actually. I yelled at my TV today. I was like, why are you cheering this? It was so bad. Why would you cheer that? But again, it was 1991. Fans were dumber. They would cheer for any gimmick, but that is one of the worst. Look at the WWE Vault channel, everybody. Check it out. Fur Face. A wrestler called Fur Face. God, it was bad. And it was played by Brutus the Barber Beefcake, which he played some of the worst gimmicks of all time. Had some of the worst wrestling characters and names of all time. Everybody's saying they can't believe they never heard of Fur Face. But what a horrible gimmick. What a horrible name. So, let me see if I can find out a few or look up a few more bad wrestling names that were just horrible. Someone listed Just Incredible as a bad wrestling name. I disagree. Because he has my first name. Who's playing? Who just started? Or fourth inning, my Oakland A's. Not Oakland anymore, but they'll always be the Oakland Athletics to me. But they're in Sacramento. And they'll probably go to Vegas next year. I don't know. The Athletics and the Angels.
We got time for a quick break. We'll be right back on the MLB.
Oh, this is a bad wrestling name. Get ready. Here's a horrible wrestling gimmick name. Max Moon. Max Moon. He's played by Conan and then Paul Diamond. Disco Inferno. That gimmick was so not popular anymore. Disco was dead in the 90s. God, that gimmick was about 20 years too late. That gimmick should have been around in the 70s. Test. Not a good wrestling name. Test. But not one of the worst. Mantar. God, that was bad. Mantar is so bad. Sparky Plug. God, Bob Sparkplug Holly. That was bad. The Gobbledygooker. The Gobbledygooker was so bad. But he didn't wrestle, at least. He wasn't a wrestler. He was played by Hector Guerrero, Eddie's older brother, but he didn't wrestle. The Gobbledygooker never wrestled dark matches. If he did, if the Gobbledygooker ever wrestled, WWE Vault, please upload that video of Gobbledygooker's dark matches. Good God, I'd like to see that. So let's see if I can find out more. I think I mentioned like every bad name. Almost. Someone made a top 9 worst wrestling names. I mentioned a lot of them already. Here's one. Terror Rising. The current head of WWE Creative was Terror Rising. That was so bad. Horrible name. Disco Inferno, really. Yeah, Disco Inferno. WCW wrestler. You didn't know that? Come on, Adam. You never heard of him? You never saw him? He's in WCW from 96 to like 2001. Are you joking or for real? You never heard of Disco Inferno? You said it sounds familiar. Oh, another bad one I just thought of again. Terror Rising was Triple H came up with that, but WCW did not. But another bad one from WCW, a parody, a straight up rip-off parody of the Ultimate Warrior, the Renegade. That was bad. The Renegade. The name was bad and the gimmick. It was a rip-off of like Ultimate Warrior 2.0, a cheap discount bootleg Ultimate Warrior was a Renegade. Let's see, the Viking Experience was bad. I already said that. Beaver Cleavage, horrible. Oh yeah, Dolph's original name, Nikki. Spirit Squad. Yeah, Nikki's bad for a wrestler. Really bad. Nikki's a horrible name, in my opinion, for a guy to be named Nikki. Thank God I have a normal name and not Nikki. So let's see. Who is on the Spirit Squad? Nikki. What was the other guy's names? Nikki, Johnny, Kenny Dykstra. I remember Kenny, and I don't remember the other names. But Spirit Squad had 5 members as a faction. Here's a really bad name. I don't really remember him, but he appeared, or I don't remember them calling him this, but they claim Kung Fu Naki. Kung Fu Naki. It was Funaki, but I guess they called him Kung Fu Naki. Jesus, that's bad. Kung Fu Naki was bad. So I don't see any other bad names. I've ran out of them. I've said them all. You guys have said them all. Just about. You guys have said them all. I've said them all. Thank you guys for mentioning really bad wrestling names and gimmicks also. It was really fun to talk about. I'll be back on, I don't know about tomorrow night. I want to watch Dynamite. I want to watch it, but I don't want to talk for 4 hours about Dynamite and Collision. What's it called tomorrow? Summer. It's a special 4-hour AEW night with Dynamite Collision back to back. It's a special gimmick show name, like a pay-per-view night. What'd they name it? Summer something. Summer Breakout? I don't know. Let me look it up. Summer Blockbuster. That's what they're calling AEW Dynamite. I guess it's going to be like pay-per-view matches. Summer Blockbuster Dynamite and Summer Blockbuster Collision. 4 hours of AEW. I don't know if I can sit through it, man. I don't know if I could do it. If I show up and go live, I don't know if I want to do it. You'd rather watch Evolve. Yeah, that's a good point. But Evolve's only 45 minutes. What about the rest of the 3 hours? What will you do, Adam, if you don't watch? What will you do for those other 3 hours? If you guys don't want to watch Dynamite, that's cool. I'm not going to tell you, oh, you should watch it, because I might. I'll definitely watch the women's matches. But yeah, if I don't go live for Dynamite tomorrow and Collision, it would probably help my channel to go live. But I don't know. 4 hours is a lot. 4 hours of trying to talk about the show. It could be fun. I don't know. Could be fun if people show up in the chat, talk about other topics. I don't gotta talk about the whole Dynamite. I could just start talking about whatever the hell pops in my head. Like tonight, I didn't plan to talk about bad wrestling names and horrible wrestling names. Just popped in my head, and I started talking about it. To think of some of the worst wrestling gimmicks and names of all time. It was a topic I brought up, and it turned into a lot of fun. Alex brought up a lot of bad names and gimmicks. Adam also did. Say at least at least Evolve's an hour. Yeah, if you don't watch it live, it's only 40 minutes. If you don't watch it live. Or watch on demand, it's only like 44 minutes or 42 minutes. You'll catch up with Bar Rescue. So you're not going to watch any AEW at all. Yes or no? Or will you watch the highlights? I don't know. Just asking. Will you watch any AEW highlights? Or are you done, totally done with trying to follow AEW? I still follow them, but the men's division, I don't really care about. I don't follow it much. I think Moxley's a horrible world champion, and he should have lost it a long time ago. He's boring as hell. Death Riders are super boring. But I follow AEW for what the women do, mostly. I don't watch every show every week. Barely. But I don't know. I'll make a decision tomorrow. See how I feel. If I feel like going live, I'll go live before Dynamite for 4 hours. If not, I won't. If I don't go live tomorrow, I'll go live on, I guarantee, I promise, I'll go live on Friday for 3 hours SmackDown, because maybe it'll be good. I don't know. Hopefully it's good. Should be. I hope SmackDown is good, because I'm going to be live on Friday night for SmackDown. Yeah, I can guarantee I'll be here Friday, and definitely next Monday for Asuka's return. Asuka returns on Raw. NXT was fun. I give it a B+. B+ for tonight's NXT. I'm going to watch some baseball and, I don't know, maybe play an app, video game. Maybe, I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do, but take care, everybody. I might go live tomorrow. I don't know. But if I don't, I'll be live on Friday. I got a lot of stuff to do. A lot of stuff to... Yeah, I definitely have better things to do than watch AEW tomorrow for 4 hours. I could do a lot of better things that would make me more happy. But I'd only go live maybe, possibly, for my channel. Because it'd help. Might help. Who knows? Still got to watch Joe Bob Briggs' Last Drive-In. I got to watch some of those episodes. I got to watch... yeah, a lot of stuff. And tomorrow I'm going to be busy. More fucking work. And tomorrow's going to be hot, like 83 and humid. I got to work outside a lot, so I'm going to be tired. So I don't know if I'll go live for Dynamite. But, yeah, I got to cut a lot of grass, use this a lot. So I don't know how I'll feel before Dynamite, but thanks for watching, everyone. My NXT live reaction. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Have a great Wednesday. Bye for now.